All right, first off, can everyone hear me? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So, I have here 5 glizzies I'm about to heat up for the first 5 innings. My strategy is going to keep them warm. That's it's really all I care about. I'm not Joey Chestnut. I'm not dipping these things in water. That's gross. So I'm going to heat these hot dogs up, warm up my buns too. The secret to a great hot dog is always a warm bun. So 6:15, I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes to, I'm gonna wait about like 5 minutes to start heating these things up. Hopefully they'll be warm throughout the 5th inning. After the 5th inning, I'm gonna go ahead, heat up my next set of glizzies. Obviously the beers, I don't have to worry about preparing those. So yeah. Hey, what is up, smart boy? Thank you for joining the stream. This is a historic moment we're all watching tonight. Shohei Ohtani's first playoff start. And I'm glad y'all are watching me do something stupid while also watching him start in the playoffs. You know, that's an honor to me as a professional idiot. So yeah, for those of you who just joined the stream, again, I'm going to wait until these hot dogs are ready. Not until they're ready. I'm going to wait until about 6:20, start heating them up just so they'll be warm. I do have some tin foil to keep them warm because I'm not eating a cold glizzy. Sorry if I'm repeating information. I just want to make sure everybody understands what's at stake here. I ran 5 miles and then walked another mile to prepare my mind and body for this. I don't really do stupid stuff like this. I try to treat my body well, you know. I try to treat myself. It's going to go bad on my... Yeah, it's going to go really bad. I might throw up, and if I do, this might get demonetized. So that's going to be that's going to be the worst part, if I'm being honest here. But like I said, first 5 glizzies are about to go on the pan in a couple minutes here. And then we'll do the last 4 glizzies after the 5th inning. Like I said, beers, don't have to worry about preparing them. Unfortunately, the corner store that I go to didn't have my Yinglings. So we're going to have to settle for Corona Extra, my second favorite beer. Sorry to Phillies and Dodgers fans who wanted me to get something special for them. But, you know, sorry. Anyway, so give it about 1 more minute. These glizzies are about to go on the grill. As soon as first pitch happens, I'll probably just eat my first glizzy. Something about this challenge that's nice is that I don't have to worry about pacing myself. It's just inherent to the challenge. I don't have to worry about, you know, eating 10 hot dogs at once. So, you know, right now, take bets if I'm gonna be able to do this or not. I think I will. I have like supreme confidence in myself. I am really a kind of a fat ass at heart, honestly. Like if I didn't run, I would probably weigh 300 pounds, if I'm being honest here. You know, I was a kid with a super high metabolism who used to eat everything. And then, you know, as soon as I turned 25 years old, that metabolism just right out the door. So you're going under, Zach, you're going under 8.5. I'm disappointed that you don't think that I can do this. Wow. That's see, if I get 8, I need to get 9. Like I'm not going to, you know, run 25. I'm not going to run 26 miles of a marathon and not be able to complete the last, you know, 1/5 of a mile. That's not going to happen. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. I know a lot of people were telling me to be more wary of the hot dogs. You know, like the beers are going to be easy, really. Over 8.5. Let's go. That's actually my prediction. I actually do think I'm going to get 9 right on the dot. And then, you know, as soon as Roki Sasaki strikes out, Bryce Harper to end the game, then, you know, stream ends. you guys won't hear from me for about a week afterwards. So, all right, let's go ahead, grill up these glizzies. I was told I don't need oil because these things are so oily that they're just, it's kind of like bacon, I guess. That actually would make a lot of sense. I'm really showing my culinary muscles here. All right. So grilling up the glizzies, I'm also really sweaty right now, if y'all couldn't tell. I'm also going to heat up some hot dog buns, because again, the key to a good hot dog is a warm bun. Don't forget that. I have these leftover brioche buns from when I made some lobster rolls a while back. So I'm going to use these first, if they're not moldy. Yeah, they're fine. They're okay. This is very, very intimate. I feel like y'all are watching me in a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, are these top-loaded buns? Oh no, what are these? What are these buns? Okay, okay. Scared the crap out of me for a second. Very vulnerable moment, is what I was gonna say. I feel very vulnerable right now. Just letting you all in my kitchen where I cook. The 5, I can count. I can count. Holy shit, I can count. The greatest day of my life. All right. Oh no. All right. All right, grill up the glizzies. For those of you who are staying in the for the long haul here, when I grill up, or I guess pan fry up my second set of glizzies, I probably won't take the camera with me, so don't get confused about me disappearing for like 5 minutes. I'll be fine, don't worry, you know, I'm not going anywhere. Y'all don't go anywhere either. Okay. This feels wrong. I feel like I need some oil in here, but I was told by a culinary expert that, oh, let me turn this heat down too. You don't need any oil for hot dogs, so going off that. I guess before we begin, before the game starts, I'll go over my thoughts and predictions, what I hope is going to happen. You know, this is going to be the best series. I mean, you want to talk about two teams with just name brands across the board. I mean, we're going to see some matchups that, I mean, you know, Rob Manfred, beginning of the season, was in his board meetings. It was like, we need Shohei Ohtani facing Bryce Harper. We need Yamamoto facing Kyle Schwarber. So my X factor for the series, for the Dodgers, it's going to be Andy Pages. He's actually low-key one of my favorite players. Game-changing defense in the outfield. I mean, obviously center fielder. He'll be playing center field this series. Monster of an arm. I mean, there might be a couple plays at home plate that would change the course of a series. Who else we got for the Dodgers? So that's my X factor for the Dodgers. X factor for the Phillies. God, do I have to choose one? Do I have to give an X factor for the Phillies? No. You know what? My X factor for the Phillies is Alec Bohm. I think he's ARB2 for them. He might be ARB3. But He's somebody who has had a rocky relationship with Phillies fans. He has obviously kind of been. What's up, Donkey? You want to join the stream?
Stream?
The stream. They might not be able to hear you. You look good, man.
Got the camera going?
Got the camera going.
Yeah, I just came back from
dude, look how
music video.
you might be more sweaty than I am. I mean, I might be more sweaty than you are.
Yeah, because you're cooking.
No, dude, I was sweaty before this.
You're working hard.
Yeah. I was told not to use oil, and I feel like I should have. Yeah.
It's going to be on.
It's going to be Dodgers and Phillies, if you want to join.
Oh, I got to sleep a little bit and we'll go to work.
Wow. This man's got to sleep.
I got a job.
Dude, that's so stupid, man. Like, really? You haven't given up sleeping yet?
I don't just start YouTube and make more money.
Implying that I make money.
This was the little studio that we're at.
Hell yeah.
Apparently it was, we were there for 2 hours and it was like $160 for 2 hours.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
They have a warehouse?
It was the Atlanta Metropolitan. They got like a bunch of like a warehouse, a bunch of rooms with studios. So proof could,
Hell yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, I mean, if we could do the accomplice video in it. You want to help me wrap these hot dogs real quick? So I'm going to wrap them in aluminum foil to keep them warm. Yeah.
Is that
just-
the New York thing?
I
thought you were doing it the New York way because you're going to watch the Dodgers. Oh, wait.
They played in New York. They played in Brooklyn at one point. Yeah. Here. Yeah, just wrap up some.
Shows what I know about this.
No, I just want to keep them warm. I want to keep the glizzies warm. Because there's nothing worse than a cold glizzy, especially when you're about to eat 9 of them. I don't want it to be like the 4th inning and then, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm already sick of them because I just like downed one that's ice cold.
The only thing worse than a hot dog is a cold hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It feels like like school.
Honestly, the school hot dogs were probably the best out of all the school food. It was a matter of like what can you mess up the least. I always felt pizza was too complicated for them.
Which is weird.
Which is well, it's like I mean pizza's not.
Give me Totino's.
I mean obviously pizza like isn't like super complicated, but you know you can't really mess up pork and bun.
True.
That's like one of the hardest things to mess up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you use one of mine, the sausage?
Not yet. I'll use that. I'll use that for the last round of glizzies.
Tastes pretty different. 'Cause that one,
Yeah, that's gonna be the last one. That's gonna be the
jalapeno.
9th inning one. All right. And take y'all over to the living room. Get to see my house. If you were interested in doxing me, this is your best bet to finding my information using some context clues. All right. I'll be right back at the glizzies. Right. Kitchen's going to be a little bit messy, but I'll obviously clean it up tonight. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. 9 glizzies.
By the way, I didn't ask any of these guys for permission to film them. So this is the first time they're finding out that I'm live streaming. So, Jack, the cease and desist is in the mail.
Permission to record.
Yeah, the cease and desist is in the mail. Just, you know, if you have any ideas, don't.
No more fielders is a fraud. Do you have any?
Dude, people knew that already. Hey, that's slander, actually. No, that's slander. No, I'm not going to tolerate that in this household.
Any ideas? They can't. Don't. Yeah. Great advice. If you have any ideas, don't.
Y'all may be wondering why we have a cooler on the porch. Sometimes you need a beer on the porch. I mean, porch beer is one of the best beers behind shower beers. Shower beers is pretty high up there, to be honest. What other beers do we have? Yeah, porch beer is number 1, then shower beer. Couch beer is kind of overrated. I'm not a huge couch beer guy. I don't really drink beer anymore. That's another thing I have to let you all know too. I don't really drink that much anymore. You know, I'm 28. Gotta start watching out for my health. And beer's not great for your health. I found this out very recently. And I have to limit how much beer I drink a week. I went from drinking 3-4 cases every day to, maybe having like 1 or 2 a week. So this will probably be the first time I've had more than 6 beers in a single session, probably in like 5 years. Not that long, 2 or 3 years. If you know me personally, do not correct me on that. I am right. All right, I'm gonna look at some of y'all's comments because I have not seen any of them in a while I was cooking the glizzies. Oh my God, what we doing? Dude, I don't know. I do not know what we're doing. I will stalk you now because of this live stream. Thank you. I've always wanted a stalker. That's actually been one of my life goals. No more hot dogs by in the stream. Dude, it's gonna be no more hot dogs by like the 5th inning, to be honest. Okay. My pan was too hot. Okay, fair enough. It was too hot. I probably ruined it, actually. It was already ruined. All right, game is about to start. I cannot believe that even like 5 people would be watching this historical moment while also watching me do something really fucking stupid. Again, y'all let me know if the audio is messed up at all. I want you guys to hear every second. I want y'all to hear every munch of the hot dog, every swig of a beer. Man. Like that one scene in Lord of the Rings where he's like eating the fruit. I love that scene. Yeah. What beer are we drinking? We are drinking Coronas. I was going to do Yingling because they're really easy for me to down, but my corner store didn't have Yingling. So I had to do the next best. Honestly, Corona, it's pretty synonymous with the Southwest, so I guess it is fitting. Also, too, just so y'all know, you may be wondering who am I rooting for here? Because it's 2 teams that I despise. Just as a Braves fan, on principle, I have to despise. But I will say, the Dodgers are a team. Like, I hate the Dodgers the same way when you watch Star Wars, you're supposed to hate General. Oh my God, I'll say General Grievous. The same way you're supposed to hate Palpatine. That's how I hate the Dodgers. The way that I hate the Phillies is the way that Luke Skywalker hates Palpatine in the Star Wars movies. I have a personal vendetta against this team. And look, I know I have a lot of people who are Phillies fans who follow my channel. This is nothing against y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Most of y'all are wonderful folks. But I have just a personal hatred for the Philadelphia Phillies. The Dodgers is more just like, I kind of hate them because everybody hates them. They're the big bad Dodgers. They spend all this money. Which, honestly, if you're a true baseball fan, you should hate teams that don't spend money more than teams that do spend money. All right? The reason we're going to have a lockout after the 2026 season is not because of the Dodgers, okay? If every team was like the Dodgers, we wouldn't have any reason to fear losing the 2027 season. You should hate teams like the Guardians or the Athletics or, the Brewers even. They don't spend a lot of money. How am I doing, y'all? Just so y'all know, my 2 roommates / bandmates are on the other side of the living room, and they're taking notes. I don't know why they're taking notes, but they are. I don't know what they're writing down. I've never seen them do this before.
Who's on first base for Phillies? What's his name?
Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper.
What do you think about him?
I like Bryce Harper a lot. He used to be a handsome guy, and then he started drinking raw milk. Yeah, he started drinking raw milk. Bryce Harper started drinking raw milk, and how he has like crow's feet. Like he kind of looks, in Berserk, the animated Berserk, the Deathly Hollow guys. It was like a meme for a little bit. That's kind of what he looks like now. after he started drinking raw
Or
milk.
like Aaron Yeager after he's in his Titan form.
Yeah. Aaron Yeager after he's in his Titan form. That's don't drink raw milk, kids. Don't eat raw beef either. I think that's the thing. I think didn't Liver King eat raw beef for a while?
Liver.
Raw liver. That would make sense. He's called Liver King. Yeah. He probably ate raw beef at one point too, even if it wasn't like on a stream. So yeah, I'm rooting for the Dodgers. I also have a timely video that's coming out that isn't necessarily contingent on the Dodgers advancing, but it would help me a lot if the Dodgers advanced. You can call me a sellout. You can call me weak-willed, but it's like, again, they're facing the Phillies. You know, if I had a Dodgers video come out and they're facing the Braves, I'm obviously rooting for the Braves all the way. I have a personal vendetta against the Philadelphia Phillies, and I want to see them lose. You know, the Dodgers. Sure, is it bad for baseball if they win 2 World Series in a row? Not necessarily. I don't think dynasties in baseball are necessarily a bad thing, just because we don't see them as often. You know, the closest thing we've had to a dynasty in the last 20 years was the Houston Astros. I know a lot of people disagree with me when I call them a dynasty, but again, look at the standards. Obviously with the Giants too, that one was a bit different, just because they were a team that was like purpose built for the postseason. Man, they're taking a lot of notes right now. I know this is. Oh no, they're watching this stream. No, keep those numbers up. Keep those numbers up. Actually, can you guys go upstairs and put it on your computer too? Hey, can you guys make some other accounts? You know, we gotta get these numbers up.
I'm just gonna keep commenting he's gay.
Do it, just so I know you're actually watching it. Yeah. I used to be so self-conscious, and I still am, but I'm less self-conscious, and it's about improvement. All right. I really hope these hot dogs stay warm. That's actually what I'm most nervous about. Maybe I could leave them in the oven. Let's go. Should I put these glizzies in the oven? Let's see. We'll get through 3 innings. Hopefully they stay warm. If they don't, we'll reevaluate. This is going to be a complete disaster. Honestly, like, y'all watching right now, I thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart, because I don't live stream often. I don't do stupid things often. And I don't root for the Dodgers ever.
You're doing all 3 today.
I'm doing all 3. Like, I'm really, this is kind of the end for me. Like, if I go missing tomorrow, there will be no mystery behind it. Like, oh man. Yeah, thank you all again for watching. Sorry I haven't really been looking at the chat too much. This is my life. Yeah, this is my life too. Pure hatred. Yeah, Pirates. Pirates are another team. Everybody should hate the Pirates. If you don't hate the Pirates, you're not a true baseball fan. Those are the teams that should actually draw the ire of baseball fans. Okay. Can I respond directly? Let's see. No, let me respond directly. I really should have done my research before doing this. Add as moderator. Duncan, you want to moderate this chat?
Sure, I can do that.
let's just. I don't know. I think it just means you can like ban people and stuff.
I'm not gonna ban
You better not. I don't care what people say. No, people could call me like the worst things. I just give me all the engagement.
That's
All
why
right.
I wouldn't be a good
Add
one.
as
I mean, like,
can manage block
it's not
words.
good.
All right. I'm adding my roommates as moderators.
Oh, you told him that. You're fine.
All right.
Freedom of speech now.
All right, game is about to start. Christopher Sanchez is on the mound. I'm just going to eat my first glizzy, like, right after first pitch. And then just kind of drink my beer throughout the first inning. That'll probably be my strategy. Yeah, that's my strategy. So eat the glizzy first thing. Just get that down. Get that over with. No hesitation. And then drink each beer throughout the inning, let that one sit. I tried to ask Joey Chestnut for advice going into this, and he didn't give me any. He told me I'm fucking stupid, my channel sucks, and that he doesn't even watch baseball, which is crazy. You're not going to support your fellow athletes, Joey Chestnut? Yeah, if you're a professional eater, you're an athlete. You kidding me? Stuff you put your body through? All the performance-enhancing drugs they get tested for? All right. Who's behind home plate? Oh, got the rookie behind home plate. This should be interesting. All right. Beautiful, beautiful sky in Philadelphia.
Jays are sweeping the Yanks with ease. Wouldn't be surprised if all wildcard teams get eliminated within 4 games.
I don't necessarily think that. Luis Heel is somebody the Yankees want to avoid at all costs. And, you know, they have the rest of their rotation lined back up. I think they'll be fine. I don't really think the Jays are that. Was that swing and a miss? I don't think the Jays are actually that strong of a team in a 5-game series. You know, Kevin Gausman had a really good start. Shane Bieber has struggled against the Yankees from time to time. They're a team that, you know, if you don't have pure velocity, like they will catch up to you. All right, going to eat this glizzy, locking in. Shohei Ohtani swung and missed at the first 2 pitches. Christopher Sanchez, left on left. That looked like a left on left changeup from Christopher Sanchez. He's going to be doing that a lot tonight. Also, too, sorry if the game is if I'm either way behind or way ahead of you. I'll try not to spoil things as much, but I think you've all watched a live stream before. You understand you understand the difficulties with it. Ugly seeing from Ohtani. Wow. He kind of looked like a pitcher for the first time in his life there. Mm.
Are you going naked?
Yeah, I want to add. I kind of have to limit. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're doing.
You should sit there with some relish, some mustard, and some ketchup.
Just dip it in there.
Every single time.
I might. This is actually really tasty. I got this from Aldi's. It's really tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I did so much talking, and then going from talking to eating is like actually really difficult. I have to like change like what mode I'm in right now. No, I can do it.
So they had the extra day off for a travel day, workout day yesterday, right back in the fire against the Phillies. Phillies are very eager to get their postseason started today. And so on for 5 days. That's a slider from Sanchez. His other weapon.
Sanchez looks really good so far. Says a lot too that they bumped Freddie Freeman down to the 4th spot. I mean, he's got, what is that, 3 swings and misses so far? 4, I think, maybe 2 off of Teo. Oh, man. I'm not struggling. I'm struggling a little bit. I had a lot of adrenaline going to this first glizzy. I got to finish this beer too.
You have 9 beers too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I can obviously okay, we're good. Okay. I can obviously drink the beer on commercial, but yeah.
Yeah, this is our year.
Well,
It's getting 18 to correct the only new iPhone 17 Pro without needing the most expensive plan top me anything. It's not switching things.
This is weird. So I have the stream pulled up on my laptop, and there's a delay. So it's weird eating and then watching myself eat immediately after. Like I feel like I'm in an episode of Black Mirror right now, like testing me, like I'm being put through like some sort of
where he's watching himself like another dimension.
yeah.
But you're in that dimension and watching yourself from like 5 seconds.
It's like that's yeah, and then I'm like, oh, so that's what I look like when I eat. Oh God. Whew. I was definitely not warmed up yet. Look again. I don't stream ever. I don't do challenges. I don't do stupid things. I don't root for the Dodgers. First time doing all three, and to do it in succession all at the same time. I'm not gonna like pat myself on the back for this, but it's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Whew. Who do I think the Braves hired to take over for Snit? There's who I think and who I want. I want David Ross. I think he was done dirty by the Cubs. Them just basically seeing him to the door and giving Craig Counsell like $10 million a year to manage them. I'm hearing a lot of noise about like George Lombard. Some people mention Mark DeRosa. He can stay on MLB Network. I do not want Mark DeRosa in that Braves dugout. Like, give me anything else besides Mark DeRosa. I mean, they're obviously going to go with somebody permanent. There's not going to be any, interim. There's not going to be any, I mean, people have mentioned Walt Weiss. Walt Weiss is another guy I just don't really want managing the Braves. I know he had the previous experience with the Rockies. Nothing about him as a manager gives me confidence. Bench coach, yeah, he's awesome as a bench coach. But as a manager, no. So who I want, Mark DeRosa, who I think still pretty up in the air. Skip Schumacher is another guy I would have liked. He just was hired by the Rangers today. So, let's just say David Ross. I think it's going to be David Ross because, good things happen to me when I'm drinking beer. Woo! First pitch slider from Ohtani. All right, it's on. Padres hitting coach Victor Rodriguez. God. I know this phrase is overused, but you don't want to talk about a team that just does not have any dog in them. The San Diego Padres of the last, 4 years now. Irrelevant. That's what they are. They're irrelevant. Their bullpen was as nasty as ever, but only scoring, 5 runs over 3 games? As we saw, kind of not a great pitching staff. I mean, the Cubs' bullpen is nasty. I'm obviously huge on Daniel Palencia. And, the trade deadline acquisition for Andrew Kittredge, also really good. But, man, I mean, look, I know that blown call in the 9th inning of Game 3 stings. That's what we're going to remember. Golly, Ohtani. I can't curse, by the way, so I'm trying to find creative words to substitute my usual vocabulary. Golly's not a good one. I don't like the word golly. I don't know why I said that. Scratch that from the record.
This guy said golly.
That's like what a slightly racist cartoon character from the 50s would say. Woo! 100 miles per hour, first inning. That's exactly where you want to pitch Kyle Schwarber. Up and in with the fastball. If you throw it anywhere else in the zone, it's going to go 450 feet in the opposite direction.
But both these pitchers already, you can tell, settled in. In most years, Schwarber might have won the most valuable player in the league with the numbers he put up. 56 homers, led the league, 132 runs batted in, did the same. That's going to blow to Otani this year.
Oh my God. So looks like off the bat, every pitch is working for Otani. Obviously, we're just 9 pitches in. You don't want to make quick judgment calls. But so far, it looks like we have 3 pitches working. Oh. Yeah. I mean, that was just below where you want to pitch him. I'm going to get a heart attack watching this game. It's not going to be from the Glizzies. All right. About to finish the first beer. I have a couple of beers there. I'm trying to keep them lukewarm, actually. I feel like beers go down easier if they're lukewarm. Like I didn't get any reactions from that. I think that's kind of a ridiculous statement, but, you know, I like my beers lukewarm. What can I say? Current World Series pick. I mean, I hate to say it. Dodgers. I know that's such an easy cop out at this point, but right now their roster with their pitching healthy. I know their bullpen's kind of a mess, but they're just backfilling it with the starters that they don't need. They just feel like leagues above everybody else right now, especially if they get through this series. Unfortunately, no offense to the Brewers, I just don't see the Brewers or Cubs being much of a challenge to them and the NLCS. This NLDS feels a lot like last year's against the Padres, where even Dodgers players and Dave Roberts admitted that was the series that they circled as this is going to be our most difficult challenge in the bracket. So Dodgers, unfortunately, I just say it. I think the Mariners have the easiest path in the AL to get to the World Series. Unfortunately, though, I just feel it's going to be David and Goliath. But unfortunately, David tore his Achilles right before they were supposed to fight. So, especially with Brian Woo's health in question still. He was just left off the ALDS roster. All right. So first Glizzy down, first beer down. I was a bit scary for a second. Yeah, the first Glizzy was scary. I felt a little bit of indigestion coming up, but I didn't warm up properly. Some of these food commercials are going to break me by the 7th and 8th inning. Like I'm gonna have to turn away from the screen. All right, second beer, second Glizzy prepared. They still feel warm, which is good. Like I said, I'm gonna be after the 5th inning warming up, cooking my second set of Glizzies. I might have to down a Glizzy super quickly in the 6th inning. Depending on how long it takes me to cook them. Second bite had you seeing stars. The second bite nearly knocked me out. That was I felt like it's a good boxer comparison. I felt like going against Floyd Mayweather, 11th round, but it was the first round. So checking out my band. Player. Mock Zero is awesome, by the way. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. That was really cool. I've had a couple people, musicians, reach out to me and share their music, and I just want to let y'all know I check out every single band that's sent my way, and would love to, if I'm ever back in DC, I would love to watch y'all play a show with y'all too. That would be really sick. All right, second Glizzy. Hopefully this one goes better than the first.
There's always the question when you open up a division series under this format.
It's warm. That's good.
Now in its third year, rust versus rest to get you prepared for a division series. And one advantage the Dodgers had because they wanted 2 games. They were able to fly here all day Thursday, had kind of a relaxed day, worked out yesterday, where if they would have had to go to 3 games and play late Thursday night, yesterday would have been a long day.
I normally do my Coronas with a lime. There we go. I normally do my Coronas with a lime, but it just would have been too much. You know, I'm already managing the stream, the glizzies. I don't know if y'all ever played that game. Was it Papa's Kitchen, Papa's Pizzeria, or Flash game? I think it was a Flash game. It's kind of how this feels right now. Just having to manage like all these different things. The lime, I think, would have been the straw that broke the camel's back, unfortunately. But normally I do my Coronas with a lime. It's, you know, almost essential. Except when you're streaming yourself eating 9 glizzies and drinking 9 beers while watching the Phillies and Dodgers. Oh no. Oh no, the game is buffering. Does this mean the challenge is canceled if the game is buffering?
No. You just gotta eat them.
Damn it. I'm just going to pretend that Tommy Edman just hit a 2-run yabo.
He's going to keep him out of the mix in the outfield.
Lost stronger going to the second one. I'm not going to lie. I was having an existential crisis after the first and second bites of the first hot dog. But tried to pace myself. Went a little too fast. You know, there's a lot of build up to that first bite. And was able to get through it. I feel good now. Oh, come on, Edmund. He's not going to be able to beat that out. Okay. Okay, that ankle is doing well. Looks like that ankle's holding up. From what I heard from Dodgers brass, like, Tommy Edman's ankle looked a lot like what Kurt Schilling's, his Achilles during the Bloody Sock game. That's sort of the comparison I was given. So glad to see that he's running well. 9 Doritos Lacos, 9 Baja Blast. That actually does sound easier, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of sugar. That would be the hardest part, just all the sugar intake. I think I'd rather all these carbs. Like, yeah, I'm going to be feeling like I weigh 500 pounds afterwards. But something about sugar, that like rush I'll get, and then that calm down around the 8th or 9th inning, I mean, that would be, to me, mentally intense. At least this is just physically intense. I can deal with that.
Muncy and Will Smith are going to be 2 bats off the bench that will likely stay in the game and play defense if it's going according to plan for LA.
Yeah, so basically what I did, I pre-made my first 5 glizzies. I wrapped them up in aluminum foil so they would stay warm. After the 5th inning, I'll make the final 4 glizzies. I really gotta start calling them hot dogs. My Gen Z brain is showing. We just want to, have them ready, make sure that they stay warm. Again, hot dog glizzy management is really the name of the game here. It's got 2-2 against Enrique Hernandez. They can't call him by his God-given name anymore for obvious reasons. Oh, man. My experience of it is this carb squared. Yeah. Carbs at least gives you like good energy. I mean, I'll Oh. Ooh. I went from surefire double play to close it first. Sorry for all the burps, by the way. I hope I don't do that a lot throughout the stream. Oh, shucks. See, Alec Bohm is definitely a guy who says "aw shucks" like unironically. That's just one of his phrases. That's in his tool belt.
Dodgers picked him up in a trade from the Nationals. It's amazing where this game will take you. And Alex Call was talking to us before the game about the long and winding road, and here he is with the Dodgers, the reigning World Series champions, getting a starting game on in the Division Series. That's off the look on his face with excitement or, oh my God, what have I got myself into? But a well-deserved start, and that's why he's in here tonight. Got a chance to put the Dodgers on the board here. I just think these are the moments that are going to be so important tonight. When you really look down at both these.
So something to pay attention to throughout this game is the Dodgers' swing rate on that changeup. Christopher Sanchez's changeup is so good that even if you know that it's coming, there's just not much you can do about it. It has so much movement. He's able to change speeds on it. If they're able to just pick up on it and just lay off, even if it's a borderline strike, you don't want to challenge it. He'll throw it out of the zone enough where you can work good counts if you just lay off of it. Alex Call right now has put up a really, really good at bat, laying off some of those tough pitches. Yeah. Damn, Alex Call should have been my X factor. Former National is great, man. He's one of those guys, like, I'm glad that he's playing for a real team now. What's your fave vid you made him live? Probably my Dick Allen video, to be honest. That one felt like important to me. His is a story that I feel a lot of modern day baseball fans aren't aware of. I was vaguely aware of it, and just learning all the details, learning what he went through, and just that battle. Really the historical significance of playing in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, at that time, having to go to Arkansas for his minor league assignment. That's first black player to have to play in Arkansas, which was like kind of the most racist state in 1960s America, which is saying a lot. That video, it felt important to me, just to tell that story. And with his Hall of Fame induction this year, having the outro with his family finding out that he made it into the Hall of Fame. I still get tears thinking about it. So that's off the top of my head, favorite video that I've made. Thank you for that question. That was a really good question. Marco Scudero is awesome, by the way. Was it 2012 Giants run that he just went off in the postseason? All right. So my X factor is in an 0-2 count right now, with runners on and 2 out. Not great. No, I have another half inning. I'm pacing myself really well, actually. Yeah. I'll finish it though, just because you told me. Favorite ballpark? Wrigley is up there just because of the renovations that they made. I think if I went there in, was it 2019? So it was a couple years after they did the renovations. It just perfect mix between, obviously it's like you're at Wrigley Field. I mean, you're at this historic ballpark. I mean, you could look at photos of 1915. It's like, it's there and it looks the same. But having that with modern amenities, I know there's going to be a contingent of fans who are like, oh, you ruined the spirit of Wrigley. It's too nice now. Fuck. Damn it. So you had Alex Call put up the best at-bat of the game, and then you had Andy Pages with one of the worst at-bats of the game. But at least they made him sweat. But yeah, so okay, back to the question. Wrigley Field is up there. I really, really enjoyed Petco Park in San Diego. It was just the theming of it, of the concourse, was really cool. All that it was kind of like the light yellow textures. I mean, it was just felt very San Diego, felt very connected to the city. Another reason I like Wrigley Field, though, is that, you know, it is a jewel box. I mean, obviously, it was built in 1908 or opened in 1908. Man, I really hope I stop burping. We're gonna be in trouble if I'm going on a burp spree. But Wrigley Field is up there. Lone Depot is a ballpark that I've been to. It's fine. I really like T-Mobile a lot. The only thing about T-Mobile is obviously they need the retractable roof. You're not going to play in Seattle and not have either a retractable roof or a dome stadium. But something about like not having the skyline in the background, which it is. I mean, it's like if you're sitting behind home plate, you're kind of facing downtown Seattle. It's like off in the distance, and you do lose that. But it is one of those ballparks where there's just not a bad seat in the house. Another thing too, you know, I mean, I'm obviously just factoring in personal preference of ballparks that I've been to. So I think I'd just go with Wrigley Field. The renovations really were a game changer. If you had unfettered access to an MLB team, which team would you? Oh, Rockies. So yeah, basically, I'll give you all, since y'all are watching the stream, I'll give you all a little inside baseball. I'm doing I torture myself by watching an X Teams game on the Rockies this year. And I don't know if it's going to be a Patreon exclusive or if I'll put in the video, but I do want to have a segment where I'm going to give myself, I don't know, 200 million, maybe even less than that, to build the Rockies roster. How a dumbass like me, I'm not saying that I'm a smart guy or that I have any credentials to run an MLB team. What I would do, if let's just say we had the fantasy draft, like it was like MLB The Show, and I was able to basically just construct the Rockies roster with any player right now, you know, make it under $200 million. So obviously I need, you know, pre-art players, players in early, you know, I can't just be like, oh, you know, give me Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge and, you know, I almost said Christopher Sanchez. Yeah, Christopher Sanchez. Yeah, sure. Wow, the Blue Jays are kicking the Yankees' butt right now. So I might do that segment. I'm obviously going to email Dick Monfort. He's going to respond to me. That's just what he does. I'm hoping I can get a good email chain with him. I'm still kind of brainstorming how I'm going to handle that because I don't want it to seem obvious that I'm trying to make fun of him, but I do want to get some outlandish responses. You know, for those of you who don't know, Dick Monfort, the owner of the Rockies, if you email him, he has a publicly available email. If you email him, he'll email you back. He responds to fans all the time. Most of them are fans who are saying less than nice things about him and his team, and they have every right to because the Rockies stink. Because you know, I mean, they're a team that I think can be successful. Whew! Blew it right by him. Can be successful even with where they play. It's just you need some uniquely great baseball minds to be able to work a team together. That's tough. You don't want to walk Alec Boehm. That's the guy that you're circling. You do not like. He needs to be an easy out. But the Rockies are just a team that's uniquely not creative, uniquely not good at what they do in building a roster. I mean, you put the Rockies brass in any other team, and that team's going to suck, regardless of where they're playing, what altitude they're playing at. All right. The bobblehead museum at Lone Depot is awesome. I will give them that. And they did install Marlins not Hall of Fame museum after I went. So I will be checking that out if I go to the World Baseball Classic next year. Didn't they try to make him a center fielder? I thought they tried to make Ian Desmond a center fielder, whatever position he because he was a shortstop with the Nationals. Yeah, no, they're a team that I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into because golly, they are a uniquely inept franchise. They do still sell out though. Beautiful ballpark. I'll give them that. Beautiful ball. I've always wanted to visit Coors Field. Ah.
And Walker single to start the second inning for the Phillies.
I picked the wrong year to stop drinking. It's my favorite airplane reference. Oh man, I just want to thank y'all again for tuning into the stream. Again, things I don't do often. I want to stream more. Y'all are the test subjects in this. Nothing's gone wrong so far. I actually think it's gone better than I've expected. After that first bite, I will say that was tough. I saw my entire life flash before my eyes, but still living, still breathing. Looks like I picked the wrong year to start rooting for the Dodgers. God, where is JT Realmuto going to go next year? I think it'd be really funny if he signed back with the Marlins. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I don't know, somebody's got to call off somebody. I think that should, Teo's the veteran, but Pages is the center fielder. Because they both kind of assumed the other guy got it. Yeah. I mean, there's no way. Realmuto should not be on third right now. God, I hate the Phillies celebration so much. I'm sorry. Look, if you're a Phillies fan watching this, I'm sorry. I love you. I just don't like your team. In fact, I hate your team. I despise your team. God. Oh, I actually didn't see. Okay, wait, real quick. I actually didn't see the Phillies roster. Can somebody tell me if Nick Castellanos was on their NLDS roster? Somebody tell me that. Oh no, Shohei Ohtani pitching in the postseason is the coolest thing ever. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. We're lucky to live in a time where we get to watch a guy like this play. I mean, look, rough inning. walk to Bohm, single to Marsh. I mean, the walk to Bohm was tough. The single to Marsh, I mean, he just attacked the first pitch. Obviously, JT Realmuto, really good contact. I mean, you see that there. I mean, Ohtani's stuff is still really, really good. Okay, Castellanos on the roster. Yeah, Nick Castellanos in the Phillies this year. I mean, you want to talk about a nasty breakup happening in real time. Which, look, I'm sorry. Castellanos was not a good player this year. The only thing he can do now is hit. There we go. There we go. The only thing he can do is hit lefties, and even that he's kind of mediocre at. Kyle Schwarber, on the other hand, one of the best contracts given to a DH of all time. I mean, that's always going to be a risky contract, even like 3-4 years that he got. But man, I'm very curious to see what he's going to get this offseason. He's 34 years old. We've kind of seen this now, the market for premium bats, even if you don't have a position, because Kyle Schwarber is a perma DH now. He's not going to play the field ever again. You play a premium for it. So if he gets kind of deal that Zach Wheeler got, it's the Phillies extension where he's making $40 million a year. Maybe not that much. You got to be kidding me. Off the end of the bat. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Man. Harrison Bader's another guy. Loki turns into a demon during the postseason. He's another guy to watch. That actually should have been my X Factor, Harrison Bader. But my current X Factor, Alec Boehm, did draw a walk, scored the first run. So, my daughter's X Factor, Andy Paez, struck out with 2 runners on and let JT Realmuto get to third on what should have been a double. So, they're kind of weighing each other out at this point. Is there a way for you to put up a dog and drink counter on the screen? I tried. I think I need Streamlabs to do any graphics or anything. So, but Mitchell, you will be on the next stream if I do another stream and maybe get Streamlabs. Nice curveball. Almost forgot to finish my Corona. I will say, there we go. There we go. All right. Here. There's your counter. 2 Coronas. The aluminum foil. That's the counter. We're doing bare bones tonight. I will say, it's not going to happen. I really hope Kyle Schwarber signs with the Reds. It's not going to happen. The Reds are just not going to give a guy, more than $30 million a year to be on their team. More than $25 million a year to be on the team. Is that the ice? Damn. But, obviously he's from Ohio, grew up a Reds fan. He threw out the first pitch at a Reds game. Never seen that before. But if he were to sign with the Reds, I seriously think he could break Barry Bonds' record. Because they're down the lines. Obviously, Jeff Francoeur refers to it as the Great American Small Park. His swing is tailor-made for Great American Ballpark. I would love for that to happen. I think he's probably going to re-sign with the Phillies. Phillies have some questions going into next year. I mean, I've kind of been on the train of... I gotta find my other... Where's my other Corona? Oh, there it is. It's hiding. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the Phillies. I said this going into the year. They feel very much like the 2014, 2015 Tigers, Dave Dombrowski team. But they're getting older. Their contracts aren't getting any cheaper. Trey Turner, his aging curve is going to be interesting. Actually, speed guys tend to age worse because one of their marketable tools, like if you're a power guy, like we've seen, even barring steroids, we've seen power guys age very gracefully because we know what they are. Nelson Cruz is an example of that. I mean, dude was hitting dongs until his 50th birthday. A couple of them not so much. Manny Ramirez is an example of that. But the Phillies are going to be an interesting team the last couple of years. This kind of feels like the best version of the Phillies that we're going to get. And it sucks for them. Zach Wheeler. I mean, I just genuinely hope that he's going to be fine. Thoracic outlet syndrome, the blood clot. I mean, Rob Thompson said it. That goes beyond baseball. And he's one of the ultimate good guys of the game too. So I really hope the best for him. But it's kind of looking like he's going to be out for most of next year, and then we'll see what kind of pitcher he is coming out of it. I mean, thoracic outlet ended Steven Strasburg's career. Now I heard it was a different, less severe case, but we'll see. I mean, look, you're Zach Wheeler, 6'5". Oh, so yeah, Will Smith. I did see the Dodgers roster. Will Smith is on it. He's not catching tonight. That's a big injury. I mean, that's a series changing injury right there. But Ben Murphy looked really good during the Red Series, and he did a really good job getting hit by that pitch. Took one for the team. All right, here we go. Put a table. Do I look like I made a money? How many tables? I do have another table. I might actually bring that table up to at least display the beers. Man, that's a scary sight for the Dodgers, though. I mean, your backup catcher right now normally is your starting catcher, but his hand is broken. So that's a scary sight right there. But he's staying in. Max Kepler, I'll give him a pass because he was on the Twins, who get monstered every October. So we'll see what he does in a Phillies uniform. But I'll give Max Kepler a pass for basically not showing up in the postseason because he played on a team that is just historically known for not showing up in the postseason. All right, Ohtani's taking that bad. He looked really bad in his first one. I mean, couple for Ohtani bad swings. I mean, he gets fooled if his backstroke. He's taking he's only doing it one-handed. That might be the best pitch he sees all at bat. So there we go. That was a nasty change-up. Late break. Tawny was able to lay it off a second time through with 2 strikes. So they're going slider. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did with my other pieces of aluminum. I was gonna have my trophy. It's behind the beer. Oh, there we go. All right, third inning. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move that table over to display. It's actually really convenient. Actually, it's kind of fun having it in the living room because, like, I was watching. Oh, what a pitch! Yeah. While I was watching some of the games, I was just playing on the cajon. It's kind of like when I'm upstairs, I was playing guitar while watching. All right. For those of you who are in here for the long haul, just a reminder: at the fifth inning, I am going to heat up the last 4 hot dogs. I'm not going to take the camera with me, so just trust I'm going to be back. I'm not leaving you. You know, I'm not like my dad. I'll be back. Okay. Christopher Sanchez, honestly, I know a lot of people think Paul Skeens is a lock for the Cy Young. Might be surprised. I mean, you know, I don't know who's voting this year, but some guys do vote. You know, even for Cy Young, some old school guys will still vote based on team success and what they meant to the team. You know, they'll look at Christopher Sanchez's record. I know it sucks. I know us modern cool kid baseball fans. You know, we know ball, obviously. Oh my God. You want to talk about perfect pitch? You want to talk about perfect pitch in that situation? Oh, he was safe. He was safe. Yeah, I think Wheeler would have had it easily. Just because Skeens' strikeout numbers were down this year. Pirates limited his workload going down the stretch. I mean, Wheeler, I think, was on pace to top like 190, 200 innings. Yeah, I think it was Wheeler's award to lose if he didn't get hurt. But I think Christopher Sanchez still has a case too, just to make it close. I don't think it's necessarily a lock. I think, honestly, the NL Rookie of the Year is more of a lock than the Cy Young. I think Drake Baldwin, that might be biased Braves fan, but I just think it's like very obviously Drake Baldwin's award. You know, Cade Horton, really good. You know, I mean, even beyond the fact that, you know, his FIP numbers weren't that great, you know, the Cubs babied him a bit. You know, I mean, he rarely worked in the 6th inning. I think just what Drake Baldwin did as a rookie catcher, again, a position, for me at least, I think, I understand, you know, when you look at wins above replacement, you have the positional adjustment, but I think what they do beyond the field of play shouldn't go unnoticed. I think a lot of writers, even old school writers, understand that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling good. I know I'm only 3 hot dogs and I'm only not even a third of the way, but I feel like I can do this. Feeling a little intoxicated. 2.5 years. Again, I don't drink that much anymore.
No, 2.5 years.
If he was put on any teams where I think he would thrive the best. I'm not gonna lie, the Pirates actually have had a good track record with developing starters. They're a long way away from I forgot who their pitching coach was, but the, you know, two-seamer, you know, get it on the ground, old school. They've come a long way since then. I mean, you know, with the Dodgers, he would blow his UCL out after 2 starts. I'm trying to think. I mean, like, Braves have a pretty good pitching program. I mean, if we're talking like pitching program, stadium factor, PNC is a pretty good pitcher's park, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, Dodger Stadium's played it as a hitter's park the last couple of years. But Rangers with Mike Maddox have actually done a really good job. I mean, they've done a good job just like reviving careers. Not that Paul Skeens' career needs to be revived or anything. And I know with Jack Ladder, Kumar Rocker, they've had some kind of not great developmental hiccups, but also the Rangers ballpark, one of the hardest places to hit. I think Skeens honestly could put up like a sub 1.5 ERA if he pitched in Arlington. I mean that stadium is a ball vacuum at this point. So I think Texas is up there for where he would thrive the best. The White Sox or the Red Sox? I don't know how you do on the Red Sox, to be honest. That's a tough place to pitch.
Yeah. And are those your kids dressed as Boston Lobstermen?
Not our kids.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, Zach, Aaron Judge is the MVP. Okay, we all know that Aaron Judge is the MVP. I just we can't we can't get Aaron Judge fatigue. I'm making a rule. If you're watching the stream, don't get Aaron Judge fatigue. Okay, it's just like with Ohtani. Don't ever take this for granted. Like we are witnessing something that like even 15 years ago, like was you would have to like you'd have to like hack MLB The Show or something to make a two-way player or to make a player as good as Judge. You'd have to go into the player editor and just like bump up all their sliders to 100. Judge is just, as a hitter, leagues ahead of everybody else. Like he's the old phrase of like if there was a league above Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge would probably be above that league. That's just how good he is as a hitter, how advanced he is. I mean, the physical strength, the ability to work counts. He's kind of, as a right-handed hitter, he's getting to that point where Barry Bonds was. When he both had the maturity of a 35-year-old, but the physicality of a 24-year-old because he took a lot of steroids and stuff. That's kind of where Aaron Judge is right now. And yeah, Cal Raleigh had an amazing season. I think if he got on base just a little bit more, there's some other factors you can put in where, he dealt with a lot of pitching injuries. Again, like there's a lot of catcher factors, but don't let anybody tell you it is Aaron Judge. But any other season, if any other season, that's Big Dumper's award to lose. Really excited for that game, by the way. I'm more excited for tomorrow's game because Scooby pitching in Seattle, or where he went to college. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's we'll see how that series goes. But I think it feels pretty much like the Mariners series to lose. The Tigers are. The fact that they struggled against a Guardians team that kind of stinks is very telling. Co-MVP is possible, by the way. If they both, it's just unlikely, but there is a world where they can tie. I'm pretty sure because you get the 1 through 5 balloting and yeah. All right, bottom of the third. So I'm halfway through the beer. Bottom of the third. At what point do I achieve drunk uncle status? Is what I'm. At what point do I start yelling at the TV screen? For a team that I've hated most of my life, but I have to root for circumstantially. At what point do I not really think about that anymore? Or I'm just like, yeah, I'm a Dodgers fan now. I'm gonna own being a Dodgers fan for the series. After the series, fuck the Dodgers. I mean, golly the Dodgers. Screw them. Whatever word I can use now. But golly the Dodgers. That should just be my substitute for everything. Like, this guy's such a golly. Golly, this guy.
What does he mean?
Or I just don't think I don't think there's anything about getting demonetized.
The cooler weather, you're getting regular days off, which is helpful. If nationally this season, National League postseason is game off, then all day long. There will be no National League games tomorrow. So not only are you able to line up your pitching, but those who are hot or maybe a little compromised.
And y'all could be watching the John Boy stream right now. This means so much to me. You know, y'all could be watching, you know, Jake Storielli and Joe's McFly and all those characters in their fancy Manhattan studio. Yeah, you're watching me drink beer and eat hot dogs. This is a humbling experience right now.
Good habits. 1-2 the count on Schwarber. Ohtani, another splitter, went right back to it. Strikes out Schwarber. Shohei Ohtani with his third.
I wonder how Otani's number looks when he pitches versus Streaming DH. I think it's actually similar numbers. I can look that up. I can actually I'll look that up actually. I could probably do it right now. Yeah. All right. Shohei Ohtani ref. Let's do this year. Splits. Whoa. That velocity saved him. That's like Bryce Harper was right on that. If that was 97, 98, that's going into the bullpen. Okay, so nice. Because of the Baseball Reference doesn't separate DH and pitcher now. You could, I probably can. Okay. I think pre-universal DH you can find. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I think pre-universal DH they have his numbers as a pitcher. But it's because it's only 70 plate appearances, 197 batting average, 300 on base, 426 slug. But again, I mean, small sample. You know, you have like 2 or 3 over 4s in there, and it just tanks your numbers. I mean, you know, still 3 homers. You know, 21 games. That's actually kind of annoying. I'll be honest. They should be able to separate that. Choosing a real man over that John Boy sticker. Oh no, I'm not a real man because I didn't finish my beer. Look, I'm 28. Okay, give me a break. Okay. Yeah. I'll be right back. I get more beers. Thank you, though. That means a lot. I actually, back in 2022, John Boy was hiring creators, and I applied. I applied to work for John Boy, and they didn't want me. So you know what I say to that? I'm not going to say anything inflammatory because I still have to, you know, be in good standing with the community and stuff. But, you know, Whew.
Tonight's Statcast 3D is powered by Google Cloud, and you're going to see right here what these Dodgers hitters are facing.
That's such a bad take that I'm not even going to argue with you. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Gay chant? I hate the Braves annoying gay chant. Look, you can call the Braves chant a lot of things. I don't know if gay is like the first or even like 20th word I would use to describe it. We'll get you to say it by beer 8. You're gonna get me to say it by beer 5, to be honest. No, I'm actually still pretty pro John Boy. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit of a bootlicker. You know, I got a little bootlicker in me, but you know, John Boy bootlicker. But you know, I think there's just a point where you get so big, and you do it by reaching people on a personal level, that you know you're just kind of inevitably going to get somewhat like there's going to be some skeletons that pop out once in a while. It's impossible. It's just, you know, and they're better than Barstool. So don't drink, been sober for over 8 years. Okay. Ugh.
Let me tell you, after kind of a long second, a little bit with that pitch count getting up in the third, you see that ball hit hard by Edmund. Got out and wiped that hand off before he threw it across the diamond, but a 3-pitch inning so far.
Glizzies are kind of cold, but I don't hate it so much as I thought I would. It would be awesome with Sporkle vids. I gotta be honest, I have the memory of a goldfish. I have a actually like awful memory. So I don't know how good I would be on their Sporkle vids. I could practice. You know? It's like there was a bunch of those apps that came out around, what was like 2015, 2016. It was like mental exercise apps. That could be my mental exercise, just doing a bunch of Sporkle quizzes. You know, can I name everybody on the 2014 Marlins opening day roster? So we got Marcell Ozuna, Christian Yelich, obviously Jose Fernandez. Josh Johnson, I think, was off the team by then. Jose Reyes, I don't think. I think he was on the Blue Jays by that point. Maybe not.
The postseason star celebrated for that first ring. He put up big numbers in his postseason career. 1-2 pitch, Hernandez lays off. 2-2.
Imagine the Marlins 2017 lineup, their 2023 rotation.
Totally different player in the postseason.
Because their lineup in 2017 was just, I mean, you look at some of those names, your eyes start to water. Makes a grown man quiet. Oh, come on, Sanchez. I like I'm not gonna lie. I like how animated he is. That was a really quick inning. He's not helping me here. I'm still getting through the hot dog right now. Golly, man. How you doing? I'm not doing great. I gotta be honest. Just because how quick that inning was, I gotta hurry up and eat this hot dog.
Vacations will never be the same. Welcome to the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort. Citizens of the room are ready for school. You know, the lawn's the place to be right, Paul. And run all over the place back here. Then find the lawn, your third fielder, and comes back.
I'm at 4 hot dogs. I'm actually gonna go ahead. It's over. Oh. Yeah. You probably can't see the tinfoil representing the hot dogs, but you'll see.
Here's the thing about old ideas. You don't let them move. They can't hold us back.
Yeah, all right. I'm in a weird position here because I want Ohtani to have a quick inning. I want him to go 3 up, 3 down. I don't know if I can finish this beer by then. Still have this. I feel like the beer should be more in the shot. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Favorite drummer all time? It's Matt Cameron. I wouldn't be a drummer if it wasn't for Matt Cameron. But you know, I mean, Zach Hill is up there, obviously. Huge Josh Freese guy. I'm kind of bad when it comes to names with modern drummers, but the guy from Yahweh Nailgun, huge inspiration right now. Obviously, Brian Chippendale of Lightning Bolt, huge inspiration. I got to see them play live about a week ago, exactly a week ago, and just being able to do like, you know, kind of like D&B, blast beats, it just super inspirational. And also singing or whatever he does while playing, also really, really awesome. So, yeah, Matt Cameron, Brian Chippendale, Zach Hill, I would say are like my top 3. But also like the drummer for Farrakhan, they're a huge inspiration. Obviously, we have again, Dad with modern names, but the Crash of Rhinos. They were an emo band from Britain. I forgot what town in Britain. It's just one place to me. I think Manchester, maybe. He's one of my favorites. He's in a band called Breathing Patterns now, which is just a bunch of the members from Crash of Rhinos. We got a lot of whiffs from Ohtani so far. You know, the second inning was tough, but he's really held his own since then. We're gonna run out of space fast, big guy. I will use my space wisely. All right, it looks smaller than it is. It actually looks a lot smaller than it actually is. Next replacing video is going to be replacing Griffey, and I'm super excited about it. And that's another reason I am all in on the Mariners this season. I mean, obviously, Mariners. I will say, okay, just not get too ahead of myself. Nice. Mookie Betts has been one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball. If you told me that fact like 4 years ago, I would tell you you're crazy. But back to replacing Griffey, a little nervous just because with Dorktown's entire history of the Seattle Mariners, obviously I draw a lot of inspiration from John Boyce and Dorktown. That's no secret. I make it no secret. I'm a bit nervous because I feel like there's a standard that I'm held to, or a lot of creators are held to, especially when it comes to covering the Mariners. And I hope I can do the team justice. I was thinking about reaching out to Mike Cameron, who's very active on Twitter. It would be amazing to interview him. Obviously, he was the first replacement coming out of Griffey. It would be fun to cover. What was it? Not Juan Francisco. Oh, there's our outfielder from like the 2008, 2009 who was just awesome, and I'm blanking on his name right now. But a lot of fun names, obviously culminating with Julio Rodriguez. Really excited for it. But yeah, I'm it's going to come out probably December. I was offered a touring gig in November, but unfortunately it fell through. So yeah, December is when it's going to probably come out. Woo! Are there a lot of 999 streamers? Is that a subset of streaming that I was a genre of streaming I was unaware of? All right, I gotta finish this beer quickly. Also, remember too, after the 5th inning, I'm gonna heat up my last 4 glizzies. So I'm gonna disappear for a bit. I'll come back. Okay, just remember. I cannot get the game in the corner of my screen. I would be shut down, unfortunately. Even if I could do that, I would be shut down. This is really bare bones here. I mean, I'm literally using my roommate's lav mic, streaming on my phone. I hope the battery won't die anytime soon. I hope the audio is good, by the way. I have not listened back. This is about as like DIY bare bones as you can get for a stream. I didn't really like. I knew of the 999 challenge. I didn't realize it was like something people were doing. Oh my god, I gotta fit. Y'all are making me talk. Y'all making me talk about replacing Griffey and my favorite stadium and my favorite drummers. Y'all have been awesome in the chat, by the way. I just want to say that y'all have been so amazing. Again, I'm gonna get more like 40-year-old socialite white woman drunk later and really get into it. But y'all have been so fantastic. Keep sending me the questions. I'm loving it. The audio is genuinely good. That hell yeah. Hell yeah. These lab mics are amazing. The lab mics that I was using in the last couple of videos are just genuinely awful. So I'm gonna have to look into investing in these guys because this is really good. I want to do more kind of IRL, going out to stadiums, interviewing people for the replacing series. That's the stuff that I just genuinely love doing. I'm definitely going to drunk cry by the end of this. I mean, especially if my Dodgers lose. I mean, come on. All right. Whew. This probably won't be like I probably will cut this up. Like what, stream highlights? That's what people do, right? They do stream highlights. I'll get the best parts of it. And yeah. Ooh. This is hard. I knew this was going to be difficult, but no, this is. I used to give those guys, this prank challenge bros, or those guys who would just kind of like put themselves through like a mentally or physically taxing challenge. But yeah, I this is hard. This is this is my 5th hot dog. I think I can get through it still. I don't think I'm gonna chicken out at any point, but whew, I'm not gonna be able to eat hot dogs for like 6 months after this. All right. And it doesn't help that this is like a low scoring game. Not a ton of base runners too. I mean, Christopher Sanchez is a super efficient pitcher. I mean, he's had 50, 60 pitches. He hasn't really had maybe high stress. Like, they're not really thinking about me here. It's selfish. See, that was the one changeup, just because it was like smack dab down the middle that you could maybe do something with, but I mean, it kind of looks like at this point, Christopher Sanchez could go 8 innings if he needed to. There we go. There we go. He's not there. No chance. No chance. For a video, send me something. How do you come up with a topic for a video? Don't say my Dodgers to me. Okay. Sorry, I'm catching up here. Just a general interest with the game. I mean, the Mets video, for example, the stolen base video that I did. I was just watching the Mets and Tigers play, and I was aware of some of their exploits on the base paths, but then seeing it live and just kind of a fascination I have, because even before I started doing this YouTube channel, I would do Wikipedia-esque deep dives, but with baseball, and I would I kind of just found a way to turn that into videos. You know, just looking at somebody's reference page and then looking at their biography. Obviously, oh come on, oh. And now Pages is another 1-2 account. But you know, obviously replacing series is pretty self-explanatory. Just stuff that like I'm fascinated in and I want to learn about, and I turn it into a video. You know, like the most miserable fan bases. I just genuinely want to know, like, can I quantify who the most miserable MLB fan bases are? And, you know, I found a way to do it. And it's just kind of me asking myself a stupid question and wanting to find an answer to it. You know, and I have a whole list of video topics. Like even the Dodgers Padres video was something I wanted to cover since like probably 2022 after the Padres defeated the Dodgers in the NLDS. And, you know, and then I was like, well, what if I made it, please land, fuck you, Bader, fuck you, Bader. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you fucking Zionist. Oh.
He's been a game changer for the Phillies in the outfield, Richard.
I'm sorry. Fifth beer, right here. I hate that the Phillies had a good trade deadline. I hate that they like it seems like every team's trade deadline backfired except for the Phillies. And I hate that David Robertson is on the Phillies. I love David Robertson. Why has he played for all my least favorite teams? I'm sorry. I didn't look. I'm on my fifth beer. I don't drink often. Sometimes the language comes out. I'm sorry.
Phillies pitching coach out for a scout report. I know they do it. It's like, you down to Will Smith yet for that? It seems like a guy you would have gone over at some point. But Dave Roberts going to take his shot. The goal with Smith is a half a game to try to see what they have in him. As he played in the game.
I don't think this is going to end well for the Dodgers. This at bat specifically.
First time out of the postseason here, he did not get one in the wild card series. First pitch swing, sinker from Sanchez, and it's 0-1. Another first pitch strike.
I'm sorry for my outburst earlier. Genuinely, you know, that's on me. I actually like Harrison Bader a lot. That's no some circles. That's not a great take to have. You know, I know he looks a lot like Jake Paul. But he just seems like a genuinely like good dude. So you trade on, would you consider the Padres as losing it? What do you mean losing it? Yeah, Will Smith is not comfortable right now. But the dude still has a broken hand. I mean, I don't know because Dalton Rushing is hurt too. So I don't even know who they would have as like a fourth string catcher. But that was obviously he hasn't played since September 9th. Still has a broken hand. Yeah, I mean Christopher Sanchez is just in control of this game.
One of those signature moments in this game that the Phillies go on to win it. If that drops, we're looking at 2-on, nobody out. Smith coming up, then on time. Then you get into the Mets.
Yeah, I mean, Lou DeVries is going to be one of the greatest prospects ever traded at the trade deadline. One of the greatest players traded at the trade deadline. I mean, he looked even better. He was in the PCL, which is just an insane hitting environment. Ohtani does not look. He has not looked comfortable in any of these at bats. I mean, Christopher Sanchez is just absolutely dealing, and there we see it again. If they're able to lay off that changeup, they're able to just kind of recognize it right out of the hand. But you can't. I mean, that's it. It's just to ask somebody to do something that's not humanly possible. But back to the Padres. Yeah.
Number 7. Christopher Sanchez and Harrison Bader coming up with the defensive play of the game at this point.
I gotta finish this hot dog. I'm sorry. I'll get back to answering questions in a second. I have to cook more glizzies in a second. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing the glizzies. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere.
Supply chain serenity.
Just remember, I'm still here. Still here with you. You may not physically see me, but I'm still occupying space in your brain. It'd be really funny if somebody just opened the stream right now. Just on an empty chair. Just thought the worst possible outcome. heard a disembodied voice. It's kind of disturbing, actually, when you think about it. It's unsettling, you know. I'm looking at the visual right now on my empty chair with just 4 beer bottles in the background, and they look like 4 different spirits that you know, I'm keeping for one reason or another. All right, Making these glizzies, don't worry. Heating these bad boys up. Whew. I'm sorry, that didn't hit him. Y'all ever remember it was like I think it was 2021 when Trevor Bauer got suspended and he was live streaming. I think he was live streaming his own team in the playoffs, and he was doing it in like a gymnasium. It was like an empty gymnasium, and the framing of it was so unsettling because the camera was so far away from him. He looked so small. God damn it. He looked so small in the frame. Like it looked like a David Lynch shot. I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now, but it just came to my mind. All right, I'll be right back. These glizzies are almost ready. I think I found the perfect inning to stop tuning in. Come on! Oh my God. Oh my darling, Clementine. Oh my darling, Clementine. Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black ocean, won't you come? Won't you come? Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black ocean, won't you come and wash away the rain? The final four. Now, Kyle Schwarber, if he can get it up and in, or get that curveball down, keeping the zone long enough. Gotta get another beer. Sorry, I'll be right back, y'all. I will say, if I'm able to complete this challenge, I might have like a World Series-esque celebration. Whew, all right. Okay, forgive me. I am going to kind of just slouch a bit. I am entering Unk mode slowly and surely. Try to see what a normal day of dating this man is like. Yeah. unfortunately. Entertaining is probably the best way to put it. Oh my god. You gonna go curveball or is you gonna go fastball? Curveball, let's go! It's like the most emotion you'll ever see Shohei Ohtani give right there. Oh fuck! Oh no, the inning ended. Okay, I gotta finish this beer. Oh man, yeah. Somebody mentioned the pitch clock and how that would actually be my biggest detriment, and yeah, they were right. Oh my god. I hope this is entertaining. By the way, that was my biggest fear. This wouldn't be entertaining. I mean, it's a challenge. I think the challenge aspect of this is what you came here for. Because I don't think I have anything necessarily like insightful or interesting. You know, I think the more I drink, the more raw emotion you're going to see, but the less complete sentences you're going to hear. Thank you, Cool Cats, Joey. Oh man, I gotta finish this beer. If I don't finish this beer by the next inning, I failed. So I haven't broken the stream yet. That's the thing. I'm actually. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god, the idea of having to eat another hot dog.
Saving up for your first home and setting up for your first born. Paying down debt and paying it forward when you can. At Private, we help plan your finances for something bigger.
We're in the sixth inning.
Sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Private, where money means more.
Who was the guy on the Angels who started the World Baseball Classic, Japan versus Mexico? To me, Crister Sanchez is basically if he was good, like if his entire pitch repertoire was just maxed out. Because I really like that guy a lot, and I was like, I love his style of pitching. I love my crafty lefties. You know, I mean, Max Fried, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. You know, every day I curse both the God and the devil that he's not on the Braves anymore. All right, gotta start the glizzy. Gotta be number six. Number six. I'm just gonna bring this to me. What inning do I stop? I think I'm already at the point where I'm not able to complete my sentences. I think we're already at that point. At what point am I unable to complete words anymore? I think we're close to that. The thing is, I can't give up. You know, if I did this off the stream, I could, but I'm not going to do that for y'all. For the 16 people watching, I'm not going to let y'all down because this means a lot to me. This means something to me. My complex thoughts. I don't think my thoughts were complex at any point, to be honest. Maybe they were, but I call them run-on sentences, you know. But thank you. Yeah. Best debut of the live stream. I do want to stream more this postseason. Y'all saw Mitchell in here. We let us stream with him. You saw Sophia in here. She's my girlfriend. I love her to death. You'll see her here too. This is fun. I mean, I think it'd be a lot more fun if I wasn't forcing myself to eat a hot dog and drink a beer every inning. Especially a game with Christopher Sanchez pitching, who, yeah, that was a great idea. You know, I think we could have done a high-scoring game. You know, got a couple base runners per inning. My God. I mean, just the way he's able to work the shadow zone with his kind of, we can call him the secondary pitchers at this point. His changeup is his primary. I mean, I would say this would be really fun to watch if he wasn't on the Phillies. Like this is my favorite kind of pitcher. What can I say? And obviously, Zach, Xenon ZG, my best friend. He will also be on streams if I do more in the future. This is fun. I'm having a good time. You do a beer for every run. I kind of like that. Maybe tomorrow, you know, the Mariners game, Tarek Skubal versus Luis Castillo. Yeah, I'll do a beer for every run that game. Can we get a mound visit or something? Can we get an injury delay? I'm halfway through my hot dog. I got a beer for the bottom of the inning. This is, you guys, come on. Just how about we try to kind of pace the game a bit, you know? Can we get who's the guy? Not Julio Urias. The other guy for the Dodgers. I do remember the Braves Marlins 29-9 game. The 2020 season was like such a blur to me, though. Like I feel like I didn't actually watch many Braves games that year. Even like when it happened, I'm pretty like not anti 2020, but I'm pretty like the 2020 season was just kind of a mess that, you know, was played because they felt like they had to play a championship season and not really because it was good for anybody. But I do remember that game. I was at work while it was happening and just kept checking the score and it was like, oh wow, yeah, they scored 19 runs. That's crazy, and they scored 10 more on top of that. Yeah, I'll never forgive Cody Bellinger. But you know what? We won the World Series the next year, and I'll take that 100 times over winning the 2021 World Series over winning the 2020 Mickey Mouse World Series. And look, Dodgers fans, you can't say anything because they got a real World Series 4 years later. So everybody went home happy. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. This hot dog right here is to Freddie Freeman for drawing that walk. Give me a little more time to finish it.
Show me the upcoming MLB schedule.
Who do you think the Braves are going to sign or trade for in the offseason? You know, it's strange because we have so many guys locked up. First base locked up. Second base, I think they're going to take Ozzy's player option. It would be stupid not to. Even with the injury, the hamate bone injury, that's scary. Shortstop, you're hoping Ha-Seong Kim takes the player option or signs a deal that, the Braves are comfortable with, like a 3-year, 4-year deal. Let some of those guys that they drafted this year develop. But yeah, I'm third base obviously locked up, catcher, locked up, right field locked up. Really, we need a pitcher. Actually, I need to look at the free agents for this season. There we go. Because Braves are kind of a team doesn't like giving out multi-year contracts to anybody over the age of 30. If it's somebody who warrants a 4-year deal, a 5-year deal, 6-year deal, and they're over the age of like 28, the Braves aren't going to go after that guy. The Braves set a lot of self-imposed restrictions, and the Ha-Seong Kim deal was interesting because actually went against a lot of the self-imposed restrictions that they placed. We don't deal with blowers clients. Ha-Seong Kim was a blowers client. We don't deal with player options. He had a player option for the 2026 season. So it'll be interesting. I'll have to look at actually who has a free agent pitcher this year because all the positions are locked up. We could use some guys on the bench. I kind of thought Randall Grichuk would have been an interesting option off the bench. Some right-handed thump, late in games if you need to pinch hit for a guy like Michael Harris, with the lefty up. But I haven't really gone to off-season mode yet, so I don't actually have like a definitive answer for that question. We're not signing Pete Alonso. Wait, I don't know if there's any context, but before that, but we're not signing Pete Alonso. Are you kidding me? DH, I understand. Technically, Marcelo Ozuna is a free agent. We could use a new DH. Kike Hernandez, home run here. If you can lay out, let's see, first pitch is big here. Lays off first pitch sinker. That's a ball. Yeah, Pete Alonso's a free agent this year. He literally said after the Mets were eliminated that he was opting out, which was hilarious. Come on, let's go! One-run game. That's big. That's huge. It's a 3-2 Phillies lead. It's incredible, man. We talked about it. Kike Hernandez here. Wild card series, and now right here, pitch and slider. Get that team community tonight. All right, I don't know what I'm like more afraid of. The beers or the hot dog? I'm not gonna lie. Hot dog tastes a little funky. I don't know if I didn't cook it enough, but they're pre-cooked. They taste a little funky. I do have some water. I am going to take a water break here in a second. Oh my god. Yeah, technically the Braves do have a hole at the DH. It would be, again, like signing a guy like Randall Grichuk and using him against lefties and then also using the DH slot as like a kind of built-in off day or half off day for guys like, Drake Baldwin, Sean Murphy coming off a hip surgery. There's a chance that he's not going to be on the opening day roster. I kind of like using the DH spot as roster lineup flexibility. Something about having a perma DH in the year 2025 and 2026 feels not necessarily like a wasted roster spot, but just like it feels unintuitive to me. So kind of hoping we just leave that open. I know some people were mentioning a Byron Buxton trade. You know, I mean, he kind of made it clear to the Twins that he wasn't going to waive his no trade clause, but, you know, he is from Atlanta or from the Georgia area. He could waive it for the Braves. I just don't like the idea of having a guy permanently in the DH spot. It just feels like a clog on the roster. You know, limits what you can do with the other players. Limits. I mean, even this year we saw it with Murphy and Baldwin. You know, it cut into Drake Baldwin's playing time that he clearly earned because we needed to pencil Marcell Ozuna in as our DH. So, no, I agree. I don't think perma DH is the move. I'm not gonna lie. I was a huge Dylan Cease guy. 2022. I mean, he had one of the most valuable pitches, that slider. But this year, the walks were just too much to even. I mean, like, sure, his strikeout rate was crazy good. I mean, he struck out more than 200 guys and like 180 something innings. But just as a fan, you don't like a pitcher who walks guys. That's just not fun to watch as a home fan of your team. So, I just would not want Dylan Cease. And he's a Boris guy. You know, I know Alex is kind of bucking his limitations. I don't think he's going to sign a Boris guy who's a starting pitcher. We'll see, though. I mean, obviously, starting pitching is the highest premium. You know, like, you're not paying market value for a good starting pitcher. You're going to have to pay a premium for a starting pitcher. And, you know, I'll have to see who else is on the market. But, you know, going into the season, if we don't at least have some reinforcement, I'm not feeling great about this team. You know, I understand Hurston Waldrop made some huge steps going into the season. He looked awesome at times. I mean, that splitter could at one point be one of the best pitches in baseball. I mean, legitimately. And being able to mix in the sinker and cutter now and abandon the four seam, which a lot of pitchers are doing now. You know, they'll abandon the four seam fastball. They'll opt it for cutter sinker movement, you know, and just kind of mix and match depending on obviously the platoon splits. But there's still too many question marks for these pitchers. Woo! So Muncy is pitch hitting for Alex Call, right? I mean, all right, 3-2 count. I need to pay attention to this game. I feel like I haven't been locked in this game as much. All asking me all these great questions. These are also like really great questions, by the way. I just want to tell everybody that I've loved every single one of them. But you know, I think I do need to lock into this game, you know, right now. I mean, come on, you know. Oh, Robertson's got it. Yeah, underhand toss. That's my guy. That's the Robertson way. Are you a playoff arson judge buyer? No, I mean, look, he's had a couple tough playoff series now, 2022, 2024. But again, I mean, another thing you have to think about too is that, you know, when you're doing your pitcher meetings going into the postseason, I don't know this for a fact. There is a chance teams spend an hour on Aaron Judge alone. They spend an hour on like, okay, how are we going to get this guy out? And they do a good job of it. They do a really good job because it's like, this is the guy. If we can get Aaron Judge out, the rest of the lineup isn't a problem for us. And that's something that I don't think many fans appreciate. That, you know, he just gets more focused than any other hitter. So, you know, I don't think it's that he's not clutch. I just think it's that teams spend their most amount of time on him specifically and how to get him out. You know, and in 5-7 game series. I mean, you have again 3 bad games, and it just gets inflated. I mean, it just gets yeah. I mean, you're just it looks a lot worse than it might actually be in that scenario. That's a really good question, though. What are your thoughts on ABS coming in next? I love it. I like the way that they're implementing it too, where you get 2 challenges. If you're successful in a challenge, you keep it. If not, you lose it. I think it just, well, and again, I like even just the meta of it. We'll find out which hitters actually know the strike zone. I'm really excited to find that out. Who has the best turnover percentage? Who's the best at turning balls into strikes and vice versa? It's another wrinkle to the catcher's game. Which catchers are the best at determining actual strikes? Understanding their pitcher's movement and understanding the actual strike zone. I'm positive all the way, and the way that they're implementing it, I think, is excellent. I know it's so easy to hit on Rob Manfred, but like, let's be honest here. All the changes they made in the last 4 years, not all the changes, but most of the changes have been a net positive for the game. And I don't think we can underestimate that. I understand it's easy to hate him. He's a terrible public speaker. He's worse than me. Like, I think I could do a better job at public speaking than Rob Manfred. I'm not even kidding. I'm terrible at it. Y'all have seen me for the last, how long? It started streaming 2 hours ago. Y'all have seen me for the last 2 hours. I suck at this. I'm not good at it. But when it actually comes as a negotiator, as being able to understand both sides and understanding what the game needs going forward, moving into the 21st century, I think he's done an excellent job. I don't think he's perfect. He said, the World Series is a piece of metal. Not a good quote. That's an awful quote. It's terrible. Overall, though, he's been a really good commissioner. A hell of a lot better than Bud Selig. Bud Selig, one of the worst commissioners of all time. I hate Bud Selig. All right, I gotta finish this beer. I gotta hold off on the questions for a second. I gotta finish this beer before Shohei Ohtani shuts down the Harper, Bohm, and Real Muto or whoever. This is going to frustrate me. If the Dodgers can pull through here and waste like what has been a really good start from Ohtani, I might not be a Dodgers fan anymore. I can't believe my team has let me down. Oof. That's a fair point that he hasn't adjusted at all. But again, like over the course of a 5, 6, 7 game series, that's really tough. I mean, that's we can't even begin to appreciate how difficult that is. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Yankees fan, especially, and he's your guy, I get it. I 100% get it. I really got to finish this beer. Let me finish this beer, and I'll get back to Arson Judge. Okay, Ohtani, you got to calm down, man. Ohtani might go out for the 7th inning. If he can get Brandon Marsh here, he's facing bottom of the order. You're probably going to see Ohtani in the bottom of the 7th. But he's got to calm down here. Just foul off a couple balls, Marsh. There we go. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, there's a couple guys. I mean, I don't know if Carlos Santana, if he's going to be able to get a contract for next year. He was pretty awful this season. He was a guy I would have loved to see in the ABS era, if you want to call it that. Obviously, Barry Bonds is another guy. I think Mike Trout will be another dude who's just almost 100%. Like that would be fun. Like who's gonna have the highest success rate? God. If anybody tells me tomorrow that Ohtani had a bad start, I'm going to no, no, he didn't. He just amazing. Second inning was tough. Couple hard hit balls. Walk to Bohm, not great, but oh my God. I mean, and now Sanchez is out of the game. So who are we going to have? Matt Strahm is most likely going to face Ohtani. I don't like that matchup for Ohtani at all. Matt Strahm is just a lefty killer. I mean, just his arm angle alone. It's like if Tim Hill had good stuff, but it's not Sanchez. Fish the beer gonna fail, big dog. No, I know it's yeah. Don't worry, I'll finish the beer before the start of the 7th inning. We're almost done though. I feel like I got through the toughest part. Okay. Oh my God.
Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
I'm not feeling great. I gotta be honest. This beer, unfortunately, just like I was feeling good like 20 seconds ago, and then after like 2 sips of this beer, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I think I just saw like 6 people stop watching the stream after I said that. I'm not quitting. We need a mid-inning pitching change. I know Christopher Sanchez was pulled mid-inning, but we yeah. Oh my God. Whew. All right, let me drink a little bit of water. I'm definitely not doing this at CPB. I'm persona non grata at CPB right now. Oh. Yeah. This is the toughest part right here. It's just all the freaking the bread. No, there's a lot of dog in me right now. All right, there's Strom. So Strom's coming in for Ohtani.
Nice paycheck. Like all. Let's go to spring. 40 years of age. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Has the fly ball slicing.
All right, there we go. Come on, Pies. This is your at bat, man. I mean, we're 1-run game. I mean, you get a guy on. It feels like you can get him in with both bullpens too. Because right now for the Dodgers, it's a march until the Phillies can get to Duran. Once Johan Duran is in the game, like it's over. Look, both teams can't lose, but one team can lose. Oh, See, that's one of those. If that was called a strike, I would. That was a ball. But if like with the way that Real Motu framed it, like if that was called a strike, I'm like, yeah, that's too close to take for Pajes. Come on, big dog. Oh, God. I don't ever want to eat a hot dog again after this. This last hot dog might be the last hot dog I eat in my life.
Is done, as you can see. We talked about Ballard last now. Dave Roberts told us he feels great. Even though he's never really done it, he trusts his big fella to come out of that pen. And quite frankly, Dave's got to get some work, right? Has not pitched in a while. And there is a scenario if he dominates, Dave Roberts said he had no problem letting him finish the game because he wants to have a true piggyback where you have one starter piggyback off another.
So I failed to mention one of these hot dogs is like a cheddar jalapeno hot dog, and it was going to be a mystery which one it was going to be, and I found it. It's this one. Wow, this is incredibly difficult. Okay.
Smith with a runner at first, second at bat for Smith. And that clipped him, I think. Out of all the elbows, sure did. So Smith is.
Let's go, Will Smith. Woo! All right, we got a mid-inning pitching change. Let's go. I might need to do like a couple laps around the house.
Good job by Will Smith, just kind of putting your arm down. And who you got coming up behind you, you get first and second now. Dodgers have something.
Yeah, the cheddar jalapeno glizzy is just. It's like you're in the 10th round of a title fight, and the dude just hits you like he's right-handed. And he just hits you with the left hook. All right. Oh, this is hard. This is difficult. Holy shit. If this was my last, it would be like, okay, whatever. Just gotta get through it, but.
No, this is to get rid of the plate.
We have to?
No. I can't believe nobody's ever thought of this before.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic salted caramel toffee iced coffee?
The shot of the stream right now.
Fancy, without purchase the Sonic app.
Oh my god. I just got a mouthful of cheddar. That was the last thing I needed. Okay. I just need like the mental acuity right now just to get through this. All right. I think I need some more water. Honestly, I might start dipping these hot dogs in water. I swore I would not do that. I was gonna just do this straight up, but right now it's like hard to chew. Which like it doesn't. It's just 7 hot dogs. It shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, so Aldi only has they only had the 8-pack. I wasn't going to buy a whole new pack of hot dogs, right? But Duncan, my roommate and bandmate, he had some cheddar jalapeno glizzies. So I was like, hey, can I use one of your cheddar jalapeno glizzies? And he was like, yeah, of course. So I'm going to buy, I'm poor, all right? I wasn't going to buy another pack of hot dogs. Because I knew after this I was going to want another hot dog for the rest of my life. But, yeah. Oh, this is awful. It was like getting hit like in Mario with like the purple thing. It like turns you sickly and stuff. Yeah, my roommate's name Donkey. He's my cousin too. My roommate, my cousin, my bandmate. Love that kid. All right, 1-2 count, Ohtani. So Ohtani's just going to see a bunch of sliders. If he can just lay off those and fight off the ones in the zone, get a fastball on a 3-2 count. But this is not good. I mean, honestly, good on the Phillies for being literally built to neutralize Shohei Ohtani at the plate, at least. Yeah. Wow. So I was stupid. I thought he was going to get a bunch of sliders. Phillies were like, hey, Ohtani thinks he's going to get a bunch of sliders with 2 strikes. They give him a fastball down the middle. God. Oh, man. The Phillies are evil. The Phillies are an evil team in October. God. Matt Strom, I hate to say it, one of the most underrated relievers in baseball. Also seems like a cool guy too, I'll be honest. Friends with Tim Hill. He and Tim Hill, best friends. So obviously, always going to be a Matt Strom guy. You know, if you're friends with Tim Hill, you're a friend of mine. Also tries to collect baseball cards of everybody who's homered off of him. That's pretty cool. I like that. It makes him likable. Obviously, he looks a little bit like Nicolas Cage too. This feels like Tyler Matzik in Game 6 of the NLCS right now. All right, non-competitive miss on the fastball. God, my body's like shaking right now. Like I feel like a tingling sensation in my arm. Oh, that felt like the pitch. That felt like the pitch that's needed to do something on. Non-competitive mess. Let's go. Oh, I got another bite of cheddar. That was awful. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I might not be able to finish another hot dog. Let's go! Okay, Pedro, I saw the never mind. I was like, what's Teo about to do? What's Teo about to do? Oh, I don't think that's the second life. This cheddar jalapeno dog is actually the end of me. And I got low battery on my phone. My phone dies, the stream dies, so we'll never know, you know? Oh my god. Oh. Let's go, Teo. That decision to bat him third. It worked out. Yep, got the extension on.
Freeman pops this one up. It'll stay playable. Ball is over. And the inning is over. But Teoscar
It was like a long inning. I still couldn't even get to the hot dog. I still have a little bit of hot dog. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I'm not able to do this, I'll be honest. If I'm not able to. Ugh.
Hoy la estoy rompiendo. Ya tengo el iPhone 17 Pro por cuenta de Verizon y la mejor red 5G. No solo está lindo el día de hoy. Qué lindo es lindo. Yo me sorprendo.
I will say, the prospect. I haven't even finished the hot dog yet, so this prospect of having to eat 2 more hot dogs is a lot worse than the prospect of having to drink 2 more beers. So everybody who was like, "Oh, the hot dogs, that's going to be the killer," they were right. This is hard. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
No way. The gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've also wanted to meet him. Ever since Cactus 24/7 emergency.
Okay.
Sounds like you got more than just savings. That might do.
Real quick, I'm just gonna turn the brightness down on my phone. Try to preserve the battery.
Something to drink? Oh, tea, lovely. And a root beer with lots of ice. You know, you kind of look like someone. Get more than just savings. Get more with that.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Ugh. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Yep. Woo.
The lowest prices of any national grocery store.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're trying to eat
No.
My name's Katie. I'm a special customer for mobile and internet.
This stupid cheddar jalapeno dog.
Cowboy culture, you never want to pay more than you have to because there are so many expenses that go into farming and ranching.
Are you a Phillies or Dodgers fan? I'm neither. I'm a Braves fan, but I explained it earlier. The way that I hate the Dodgers is the way that you're supposed to hate like Walter White and Breaking Bad. You know, just as a fan understanding a character, and you're supposed to hate him. My hatred for the Phillies is the same way that like Jesse Pinkman hates Walter White at the end of season 5 of Breaking Bad. It's personal, so you know.
To bring inside the booth presented by AT&T, and we just had one. And Teoscar Hernandez, despite all that goes on defensively with him, he knows he's a liability. He's in there for his back. Well, 3 strikeouts tonight. How does he redeem himself?
Watch Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's a great show. Probably the greatest show of all time.
No doubt at left field off Hunter Green. And of course, hits another one that game for a two-homer game. And you see drives that one. That's his power. He stays through that ball. And then tonight, of course, fastball a little bit elevated right here. It just shoots it the other way. And you can see Bader keep drifting. And I'm telling you, Trump with the big hit. And now you want some more drop VAs. And guys, bullpen's not been great to watch. Let's get Tyler Glass now. He's become a very high-price reliever. That's about into this game with the Dodgers leading. The last time Glasnow came out of the bullpen, regular season, postseason, 2018. It was the last game before the Pirates traded him to the Tampa Bay Rays. It's been a while. Well, again, usually this Dodgers bullpen.
Most underrated Braves player, I'm going to be honest. Bryce Elder. I understand he wasn't great. Performance-wise, the season, you're like, yeah, it was pretty bad. Most innings for the team. Most starts for the team. That's important. Something I've realized with evaluating pitchers is just volume and availability and just being able to get outs, even if you're giving up a bunch of hits and runs and walks between those outs. In a lost season, I think Bryce Elder did a really good job just maintaining his status quo, which again isn't great, but just being able to save a bunch of innings and being available for this team, even if he wasn't amazing. He had a couple good starts too here and there. So I would say Bryce Elder, most underrated player. I gotta drink a beer too. I still gotta drink a beer. All right, let me get some water first. Yes, Bryce Elder was definitely the Chad innings eater for the Atlanta Braves this year. Woo! Muncie? Oh, Freddie. Wait. Yeah. JT Realmuto is a thorn in my side. I hope the only team that offers him a contract is the Miami Marlins. Oh, God. So it'll be interesting to see the Dodgers' strategy for the last 3 innings. We have Tyler Glasnow in right now. He could get the last 9 outs. There we go right there. We'll see if Freddie Freeman was a better fielder, like Matt Olson. He would have 2 outs right now, but unfortunately, Freddie Freeman is his first baseman. I know Roki Sasaki might be the Dodgers closer. There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks with the Dodgers right here. They have Nick Castellanos pinch hitting. This isn't going to end well for them. Did you go to any Braves games this year? Yeah, I actually, in fact, I went to 8 Braves games this year. They had an 8-0 record in the games I went to, which is the first time that's ever happened. I've been going to Braves games regularly since 2018. That's when I moved to Marietta when they were at Truist Park. No other season. Again, 2018 to this year, 2025. No other season were they perfect in the games I went to, except for this year. The 1 year since I started going to games regularly where they finished under 500, which, that's baseball for you, Susan. But yeah, the 8-0 record. I know it's not a lot of games. I mean, I went to more games in 2021, 2019, 2023. There we go. Yeah, honestly, if anybody wants you know, to give me some season tickets to the Braves next year. They're not cheap, unfortunately. Whew. So Cool Cats Joey, I grew up in Swanee. So I went to Collinsville High School. If I'm assuming y'all's football team played ours. I am from Swanee, Georgia. Not to dox myself too hard. By the way, I'm gonna have to break the dam in a second. I think I'll just leave my mic on the table for that. Last four digits of my credit card. I can't remember. I'll get back to you though. I can't believe Castellanos worked a 3-2 count. There we go. Oh, what did I say? I gotta finish this beer. Shit. Okay. Oh my god. One second. Sorry, y'all.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more from my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see, and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos. Here's the fun game, folks. This one.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. Here, take mine. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay. Oh my god. I can't even. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
See, people love it, and it's so good.
Okay, so I had a meeting with my team, right? And we decided that if I do one more inning, I would have to go for the 9th. Like I can't get that far just to stop at the end. Unfortunately, though, if I have one more hot dog, I'm going to puke. Because I already did puke. Oh my god. I'm gonna fit. So me and my team decided I'm gonna finish this beer for the 7th inning. I know we're in the top of the 8th. But then we're gonna have to stop the challenge. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. It's not great. I feel awful. I thought I could do this. I felt confident about it, but just my body is unable to cooperate in the given challenge, in the given circumstances. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. All right, I'm gonna finish this beer. I can barely finish this beer, to be honest. Thank you all for watching. I'll watch the rest of the game. I could probably drink another beer, to be honest. It's just that if I eat another hot dog, like I'm going to turn inside out. I will literally turn into the Fly, which nobody wants to see. Thank you all for watching, though. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I wish I could have managed this challenge. You know, I feel like I've disappointed a lot of people today. But let me finish this beer. Get through 7 innings. We'll call it the 2021 doubleheader challenge. 777. I just, unfortunately, my body is just unable to finish. So thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Look, the haters said I couldn't do it, and they were right. Credit to the haters. They were absolutely correct. Yeah, I'll finish the beers. Maybe we'll see. We're already in the top of the 8th. Are you kidding me? You're Ryan Kirkring. Have my cuz sub. Yeah, he could be my setup guy and closer. Well, I drunk it. Yes, I am drunk. Yeah, I have water. I drink a little bit of water. I just the hot dogs especially. I knew going into it the hot dogs were going to be the worst part of this. The thought of putting a hot dog in my mouth, not even chewing it, not even not even swallowing it, just the idea of just even like having it enter my mouth area, disturbing. I gotta finish it. This is the 7th inning beer I'm on. This game's going by way too fast. Look, I have one more beer. It's the 8th inning beer. I'll finish that. I'll finish the 8th inning beer for y'all. But after that, I'm done. Okay? No more. We're done after this. Tap it now. Okay. But I gotta finish the 7th inning beer first. Does that chair recline? Hey, Zach, you know it reclines. I showed you how to recline in it.
Boundaries are healthy. That's why I set my phone to do not disturb when I'm shopping at Kohl's. Silence your phone.
All right. Just 1 second. I'm gonna get some fresh air. I need some fresh air. Ugh. Oh, why did I do this? Oh, this is the worst idea I've ever had. Oh my god. Oh, these people just want to watch me suffer. Oh my god. God, my entire life was a mistake. Oh, shit. Oh my god, did I turn my mic off? Actually, wait, where's my mic? Uh-oh.
why this is scary.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, it's stuck to the. Oh. All right. So the funniest thing that just happened, I want to do a bit for you all. But then I legitimately thought I lost the mic. I thought it fell off. It's magnetic, and it ended up sticking to my my bracelet. Not my bracelet, my necklace. So that was convenient. Oh. All right, one more beer. That's all I'm doing for y'all. One more beer. One beer left. Do your best drunk Arthur Morgan impression. That's something only you can see. Tyler Glasnow is going out for the top of the 8th inning. I'm genuinely curious if they're gonna go ahead and have him take the 9th. So that was Bryson Stott. So we're at the top of the order now. I mean, they might. Okay, so Lanes. They might have Alex Vestia come in against Schwarber and Harper. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way Glasnow is facing Schwarber and Harper. Let's see. Okay, they're showing Sasaki. Did they really not trust Vestia? I don't know if Vestia is warming up or not. I mean, God. How old am I? I'm 38 years old. I'm 38. I turn 39 next year. Early next year. How much money are the Mets going to spend this offseason? I don't know. Can they spend any money? I mean, they had the second highest or highest payroll out of 8 teams this season. Oh, you can't. I'm sorry. You cannot let Tyler Glasnow pitch to Schwarber with the runner on base. Oh, no. They got to... no. I mean... Let's see. Yeah, okay. Fastball to start. I mean, you just got to get count leverage and then just give him a healthy dose of curveballs. You looking sound 2020, 27 sound. Woo! Okay, there we go. It's the first helping of a curveball. It's like one of the food groups. It's like the carb curveball. Oh, my battery's at 10%. So this stream might end very soon because my phone is about to die. Sorry about that, y'all. Ooh, my phone's like really about to die. So the stream might end really soon. Thank you all for joining. There's that crowd. Yeah, let's go. Count leverage and then curveballs. That's it. But Bryce Harper, now he knows. He's thinking through his head right now. Okay. He'll probably try to start me with a fastball, but maybe got Tyler Glasnow. I was like, hey, he knows that he's thinking that. It's going through his head that I'm going to try to set him up with a fastball and then give him curveballs like after I get, ahead in the count. So let's see. Yep, there we go. There we go. Tyler Glasnow is 3 steps ahead of Bryce Harper. Harper was like, "Hey, I'm gonna attack first pitch fastball," and he doesn't get a first pitch fastball. This is the shit we want to see. This is what we love about this stupid sport. Bad miss, not competitive. I think until he gets behind in the count, Glasnow can keep just spamming that curveball against Harper. But let's see. Okay, yeah. That was... Oh, Harper's going to regret that one. Now that he's back ahead in the count, I mean, if he can locate that curveball, if he can execute this next pitch... Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That just wasn't a good location. He left it up in the zone. Harper is going to hit anything like at his belt. If it's at his belt right now, he's hitting it. If it's like above his glutes. If it's above his glutes, he's hitting it in the zone. Again, the stream might end soon. For those who have just joined, I was not able to complete the challenge. The idea of eating another hot dog, really just eating another hot dog, has put my health in jeopardy. I will die. I will die of death if I put another hot dog in my system. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to die today. You kidding me? You know how much October baseball there is left to watch? I don't want to die tonight. I'm going to miss so many great moments. All right. Not great. Not great. The fact that they're just not giving Alec Boehm the competitive stuff, like that they're making him look like a good hitter is actually like, it's cringeworthy. I'm cringing right now. Now we got Vestia. So yeah, Vestia's coming in if he walks Marsh. If he walks Boehm. There we go. All right. For those of you who have stuck with me, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Again, this has been an amazing game. All right, get him out. Put Vestia in. Have Sasaki close the game if Vestia gets Marsh, which he probably will. Again, thank y'all so much for watching. Even the fact that like one person would choose to watch this great game and be like, hey, instead of listening to Brian Anderson and Jeffrey Coor, I want to listen to this idiot who wasn't successful at eating 9 hot dogs and drinking 9 beers during it. The fact that I'd rather listen to him, it means a lot to me. It means the world to me. Yeah, it's great. Oh God, I don't even know if I can finish this beer. I feel like I'm melting in my chair. You know, like commercial, the from like the '90s, like this is your brain on drugs, and it's showing that woman melting into the chair. That's what I feel like right now, in this recliner. I feel like I'm melting in this chair. This is what drugs did to me. You know, turned me into a YouTuber who decided it would be a good idea to try to attempt to drink 9 beers and eat 9 hot dogs over a 9-inning game. I thought it'd be fun. You know, that'd be good. I was like, saw that the Phillies were doing their 999 promo. Probably charged people like $100 for that single box, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. I would love to. And yeah. You're no idiot. You are the greatest baseball YouTuber out there. Thank you so much, man. That means so much to me. I try, you know, I try. I like to make stuff that I feel would resonate with people and resonates with me, you know. I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy doing it. And I very much enjoy doing it. You know, I just, the fact that I'm able to, it means so much to me. And I can't thank y'all enough for supporting me and for watching my videos and for watching me do stupid shit like this. It means so much. You know, not many people are able or given this opportunity. And, you know, even if one person watched, I remember thinking this way back when, if one person watched one of my videos and was inspired in some way to, you know, either get into baseball or make content of their own or whatever, that would be worth it. And it just, I can't begin to even express my gratitude for every single one of you. It means the world to me. Yeah, I can barely read. By the way, I keep seeing comments. I can barely read right now. But let's watch this together. The stream. My phone's about to die. Unfortunately, I should have turned the brightness down earlier. Again, just learning. It's all about learning. Do not do the 999 challenge. Please do not do the 99. I'm like begging you, do not do this. Like I like right now, I feel like I'm about to explode. I feel like the Chernobyl in '86. Like I literally feel like I'm about to blow. Or a beached whale. All right, so they're pinch hitting Edmundo Sosa for Brandon Marsh. Edmundo Sosa as a hitter. I mean, if that's your best weapon against a lefty, your bench isn't that deep. Your bench isn't that deep, bro. Oh. So I will say, walking Sosa here is not good, and he will expand. He will, like, I don't think he's gonna walk. But it wouldn't be the. No, he doesn't. Nope. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. You had to pull Glass now there. Could not have him face Marsh. You're going to have Durand come in a losing effort. The huge game for the Dodgers here. Huge game. If they're able to win this one. Because now it's basically they need to win 2 games with a home field neutral series. And they have Blake Snell going potentially twice for them. And you have a lefty starter who has stuff that could easily neutralize Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. I mean, it's not even going to be close. So the Dodgers winning game 1 here would be huge. I just the Phillies have an uphill battle in front of them if the Dodgers are able to pull this one off. But again, we still have 1.5 more innings. Or sorry, 1 inning. Yeah, this is good. This is good for the narrative. He did pimp this. Look, Edmundo Sosa, he's got like college player power. That's for him. That was impressive. For a guy like Edmundo Sosa being able to get the ball even that far on not even a warning track fly out is huge for him. So sure, if he wants to pimp that fly out, like let him. Whatever. Who cares? Am I okay, big dog? No, I feel like I'm about to, like, literally, I think I said it earlier. I said I feel like the Chernobyl nuclear reactor right now. I feel like I'm about to blow up, and the surrounding area is going to become uninhabitable. Uninhabitable. I'm still finishing this beer, by the way. This is it. This last Corona. So y'all can see here, I have finished 7 Coronas. I decided, I talked to my advisors. They told me, look, dude, you're not going to be able to complete this challenge. You would be putting your health at risk. Your reputation is at risk too, apparently, I guess. But they told me I had to stop, and I agreed with them. So I'm just going to get this last beer in and call it a challenge. So, yeah. Thank you all for sticking with me.
This game with a hamstring injury. Phillies closer, John Duran on the mound for the Phillies. This is exactly
the thought of even putting another hot dog, like even being near one. I might not be able to go to a Braves game next year because I feel like the moment I see a hot dog, I'm going to hurl. If I'm being honest, I feel like I'm going to vomit. I just talked to Whole Hood. They said they respect your grit and determination. I wish I completed it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed in myself for not being able to complete the challenge. It's really tough. It's like I mean, don't do this at home. Please don't. But if you do, you would understand how difficult this challenge really is. Especially for me. I mean, I've been pretty good about my diet. Like I've been making an effort to lose weight this year. I don't really drink that much anymore. So maybe if I built myself up to it, like maybe if I trained for it. I literally decided last night that I was going to do this. If I trained for it, if I built my body and mind up to do the 999 challenge, I think I could do it, but tonight's not the night. Who? Oh. Okay. So who do y'all think is going to get the last 3 outs for the Dodgers? Think they're going to bring Vesia back out? Go with Sasaki? Maybe? It's so funny. We think about the Dodgers as this team that has everything figured out, you know? It's like that guy you graduated high school with who ended up going to like a really good college and, you know, like got married soon, you know, like right after graduating, and then you talk to him and you're like, oh, you don't really have anything figured out. Like you're still kind of Like you're still as confused as I am. That's kind of what the Dodgers feel like this year. I said this earlier. Best stadium I've been to is Wrigley Field, just because of the renovations that they made. Just the blend of old school. They're warming up Sasaki in the bullpen, by the way. So that will like, oh man, Otani just showed bunt. I feel like I'm the upside down right now. This is absolutely insane. This has been an insane game. Again, you have the Dodgers, who looks like they have their shit figured out. You know, Mr. Do Everything Right. And yeah, Roki Sasaki is going to be their closer tonight. He's probably going to be their closer for the entire postseason run. And Shohei Ohtani just showed bunt. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Fire ass analogy split being 8 deep. I don't know the analogy. I honestly don't know what analogy I just made. I gotta be honest. I can't like remember anything. Right now I feel like I have the memory of a goldfish. Man, that's funny. The first righty Shohei Ohtani sees this game, it's Joe and Duran. It's great. Yeah, Wrigley is amazing. You know, one issue I do have with Fenway is the fact that because it's never been renovated, the concourse feels like you're walking through a warehouse. That's kind of the, one unfortunate feature about it. And also the fact that, like, there are some bad seats at Fenway. You know, the seats are small. They were made at a time when the average height was like, 5'7". Everybody was tiny. So, yeah, Wrigley, I hate to say it, and I have roots in Boston. I have family members in Boston. Wrigley just right now is the better ballpark, like, by far. Oh, okay. Still gotta finish this beer. That's the thing, man. You have had to puke so far once, right? I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh. You know what? I feel good, actually, because I think 5 years ago I would have been able to do this easily, but it's because I didn't have good habits. I wasn't eating super well. I wasn't working out a lot. I was drinking a lot. I think it's a good sign that I wasn't able to do this, you know? It means that I have healthy habits, and I was able to, like, it's a struggle for me to be unhealthy, right? I think. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. All right. That's going to send us to the bottom of the ninth.
Okay, your home auto and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family.
Okay, look, I did struggle with the first hot dog, but again, y'all have to understand, like, I was so nervous to eat it, I was a bit of a mess. I had a lot I had to handle, and it was just so much momentum so much build-up anticipation for that first hot dog. So I'm gonna give me some leeway, you know, give me some grace with that first hot dog, okay? I got through it. It was not easy. It was a little embarrassing, I'll be honest. Like, I was ashamed that I took one bite of the first hot dog and immediately like struggled to even take a second bite. But I just, you know, give me some grace on that one. Give me some grace on that one. Whew, okay. All right, I'm gonna change the camera angle. We're gonna finish this bottom of the ninth inning together.
You think everyone you've ever met is beautiful.
Cheers. Gonna watch bottom of the ninth inning. You got Roki Sasaki closing it out against the bottom of the Phillies order. If any of them get on though, Trey Turner, power forward Bryce Harper. Stakes are high, 2-run game. You know, I'm gonna say winner of game one in the division series. I would say probably has like a 70% rate of advancing. Like it's the odds are in your favor if you take game one of the division series, just because it's such a short series, especially on the road for the Dodgers. Because then again, you have to win 2 games in a neutral series at that point. So huge stakes are at an all-time high. Make sure my battery's good. I got 3% left. Wow, that's not great. Hopefully my phone can handle the last 5 minutes of this game. Maybe no, we're just gonna have to pull through.
Ninth inning, Phillies coming up. Dodgers lead it 5-3, and Roki Sasaki with his first major league save opportunity. It comes in game one of the division series.
I was definitely up there like Fernando. No, like seriously, I will admit I had no dog in me. That first dog, it was pretty embarrassing. I came up short.
We talked about this, an electric fastball split.
All right.
Dodgers tied up their outfield defense. Hernandez is out. They out there. Justin Dean in the center. That moves Pages to right. Pass to Hernandez, a 3-run, game-changing home run. Put the Dodgers in front in the 7th. Realmuto, a 2 RBI triple tonight. Sasaki, it is a gamble, but his stuff is off the charts. He returned the 3rd week of September.
Sasaki,
With a shoulder injury.
like everybody thinking he needed to have Tommy John and then him just throwing 100 miles per hour again. Completely unfair. Now he's count leverage against JT Realmuto. Doesn't need to show him fastball. And then, yeah, you get the splitter right in the zone. Jesus. I mean, Sasaki honestly might be the biggest X factor for the Dodgers going forward. Nasty. Wasn't really the location he wanted. I think he wanted to get him to chase it down in the zone. But again, you have a pitch with so much movement. You have a pitch with so much action. Like, you can afford to miss with it. Oh my God. Yeah.
Mile-an-hour fastball from Sasaki to get ahead of Max Kepler. Dodgers have this sellout crowd quiet here at Citizens Bank Park.
Oh my, yeah. Yeah, I just... Fastball up and away. Splitter. He keeps missing, like, he keeps putting that splitter up. But again, I mean, that action on that pitch is just... Oh! Oh! We were close. We were close to the Pages game-changing throw. We were so close to it. Oh, man. It was close. It was close. All right. So, thank you all for joining. My phone is about to die. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be able to complete the stream. But thank you all for joining.
First ball swinging, bouncer to second base.
Well, let's see. Let's see how far we can get. Okay. Never mind. Scratch that. I mean, yeah, let's finish this out. We got 2% remaining. 1% remaining. I'll remember to charge my phone next time.
2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Dodgers 5-3. Takes a strike. What a story this would be if the Dodgers found their closer.
See, Sasaki might just dice up by Bryson Stott here. Splitter. Oh, bad miss.
Not even in a ball or a strike. He's 23 years of age.
I did want to finish the last beer, though. So I got through 7 hot dogs, 8 beers. It is what it is.
Ball, 1 strike. Stott pops this one up. This could do it.
Come on.
Over his money.
Come on.
Foul grounds, and the Los Angeles Dodgers with a comeback win. Snatch back game 1 and go up 1-0 in this best of 5. Teoscar Hernandez with a game-changing 3-run homer.
Thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining. We'll see you next time. New video is going to come out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Thank you all so much.